In this lesson, we're revisiting the congruence tests for triangles and also seeing how we can more formally show our working out, our thinking. So these were the congruence tests you used last year. I have side, 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 angle, angle, side, and right hypotenuse side. And these 4 different tests allow us to take 2 triangles, and if we have this information about them, we can say that they are congruent. Now remember, congruent means the same size and also same shape. Yep, so these tests tell us that 2 triangles are going to be the same size and the same shape. Okay, so here we have 5 triangles, and we have to work out which ones are congruent. Now, we can tell this one here and this one here are congruent, and the reason we can tell that is because they have 3 matching sides. So here goes side, side, side. With the next one, we could tell these 2 are congruent because we have a right angle, a hypotenuse, and a matching side. Right angle, hypotenuse, matching side. So these 2 would be RHS. This one isn't congruent to anything here. We're quickly going to go through a few proofs of congruency. Now, in previous years, all you would have to write is that it was, say, angle, angle, side, or side, angle, side, that proved that the 2 are congruent. In stage 5, we're a lot more concerned with you actually setting out your proof in a logical and clear way. So there's a few things we need to do. Please make sure that you pay attention as we go through this. You will be expected to do the similar sort of working out when you're solving these types of questions. Now, before we start working it out, we can see that we have this side matching, and that's been given to us. We've also got this side matching, that's been given to us. But that's not enough to prove congruency. However, here we have a vertically opposite angle, and we know that vertically opposite angles are going to be equal. So we can now use the proof side, angle, side, and side, angle, side to prove that our 2 triangles are congruent. So we're going to go through these steps. First step we need to do is we need to write down which triangles we're talking about. So here we've got triangle ABC, which is this one here, and we've got triangle CDE, which is this one here. So in these 2 triangles, and now we're going to start to list our proofs. So we're starting with AC equals CE. So here, we've taken AC is equal to CE. So we've written that here. We also need to be very careful with every single proof we write. We need to give a reason why we can say that. In this case, it's been given to us by this one dash, which tells us they're the same length, so we can say that they're equal. We get on to the next one, which is the angle and the angle. So we can say that angle ACB, which is here, is the same as angle DCE, which is this one. And we've given our proof that vertically opposite angles are equal. Now this is important. If you don't just write vertically opposite angles, you write vertically opposite angles are equal. Now you can abbreviate things like angle into this symbol, and you can abbreviate triangle into this one. Finally, we get to BC, this one is equal to CD. Again, that was given. Now, some things that are important to note is that all of the facts from our first triangle are going on the same side, and we've written that triangle there. And then the other triangle, CDE, they're all on this side. So you need to make sure that you keep the same triangle on the same side of the proof always. And also make sure that you do give a reason why you say each thing. Even if it is given, you need to write given. And then finally, we can write that therefore our triangle ABC is congruent to, remember this is our congruent to symbol, it's an equal sign with another one, triangle CDE. And again, we need to give our reason. With congruent triangles, we can just give an abbreviation. So we've used side, angle, side. The final thing to point out here is that whatever our proof is at the bottom, that determines the order that we write these things. So side, angle, side means we've written side, and then we've done our angle, and then we've done our side. If it was right hypotenuse side, we'd have our right angle, hypotenuse, and then our side. So just make sure you put them in that right order. So quickly to reiterate, you need to make sure you start off with a statement that says in which triangles we're talking about. Then you give proofs line by line corresponding to what proof you're using. Make sure you give a reason there, and make sure that the same triangles are on the same side always. And that includes here and also down at the bottom. Okay, we've got another question. We're going to go a bit quicker this time. So we've been given the triangle ACDB, and we need to prove that ABD and ACD are congruent. So we start off with saying that in these triangles, we have been given, we know that the angles of a rectangle are all 90 degrees. So we've taken this angle here, and this angle here, and we've said that they're the same because the angle's in a rectangle. And the proof we're going to use here is right hypotenuse side. So we've just put down our R. The hypotenuse is a shared side. So because it's in both of our triangles, we still need to write it down, but our proof is that it's shared. And then finally, AB. So we need to then go R, sorry, this is our H, and then S. So we need to share, say which side is shared. And we could choose this side. We could have chosen this one as well if we wanted to. We've got AB is equal to CD, and we know this because opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. Finally, we write down our final step of the proof, where we've said therefore the two triangles are congruent, and we've given our reason why. Now it's your turn. Have a go at proving that these two are congruent. Because I'm worried more about how you set out your proof and less about actually working out why they're congruent, here we've got angle, we've got a side, and then we've got a vertically opposite angle as well. So these angles are the same. So you're going to prove it using A, S. Have a go. Okay, so we start again, as always, by saying in triangles ABC and CDE. Then we start with our first angle. So this one, ABC, these two angles are equal, and then we're given that. The next one, which is these angles, they're vertically opposite, so we know they're equal. And then finally, AC is going to equal CE, and that was given to us. Now, final line, therefore, the two triangles are congruent, and we've used the reason AAS. If you have any questions, please bring them to me. We will be practicing these in class a lot.